Knon 89.3 FM in Dallas and Fort Worth, the voice of the people.
Business owners, tell KNON's listeners about your business. You can put your business or event on KNON. KNON currently has space available to run announcements for you. Tell KNON's listeners about your goods, services, nightclub, concert, or event. Help keep the voice of the people on the air while putting your information on the air. KNON's been named the #1 radio station in Dallas by both the Dallas Observer and D Magazine. Put your business with Dallas's #1 station. Call now for more information at 214-828-9500, extension 227, or extension 233. For more information, go to knon.org and click on the Run Spots on KNON page. It's a great way for your business to support community radio while letting more people know about you.
Kick it for me one time.
We'd like to say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Church Information and Open Forum. I'm Marion Barnett, your host. We each and every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on Knon 89.3 FM, the voice of the people. Well, we got a lot of things to talk about this morning, a lot of things lined up for you, but I have a few announcements here that I'd like to make. This one is, I don't get much the information I want, but the Cedar Crest Church of Christ is having their 90th anniversary, and all I see is May 2014. May 2014. You can call them to get more direct information at 214-943-1340 or www.cedarcrestcoc.com. It's www.cedarcrestcoc.com for more information. But their 90th anniversary of the Cedar Crest Church of Christ, you will call them and get those dates. Maybe they're celebrating every day in May. That's all right. That's all right. Also, we have here Community Revival, 3 nights, April 9th through the 11th at 7 p.m. Theme, Faith, Hope, and Love. It's Wednesday night, Faith, Camp Wisdom United Methodist Church. Fred Orr, he's the pastor of the Glen Oaks United Methodist Church. And then, this is written kind of vague too. Hope, Reverend Edgar Bazan, he's Oak Cliff United Methodist Church. And Friday night, Peter McNabb, Wheatland United Methodist Church. All right, this will be at the Glen Oaks United Methodist Church at 4606 South Polk. 4606 South Polk. That's April 9th through the 11th, all right? And the music will be provided by the Dallas Police Choir. Revelations from the Oak Cliff United Methodist Church, and music provided also by the South Dallas Concert Choir. So that's April 9th through the 11th. All right, 3 nights at the Glen Oaks United Methodist Church, where Reverend Freddie Orr is the pastor. I guess I got that right. Okay, well, written date. All right. We also have here the GWM, the Missionary Baptist Church Women's Concert. It's a time of the year, again, April 11th through the 12th. The Women of God, God's Way, Nehemiah Missionary Baptist Church will be hosting their annual conference. This year's theme is entitled Taking Off the Mask and Being Transparent. Services begin on April 11th at 7 p.m. and 9 a.m. Saturday. April 12th, for more information, contact God's Way Nehemiah Baptist Church at 10910 Bruton Road here in the city of Dallas. All right. That's pastored by Pastor Benita Scott. All right. And for more information, you can call her at 214-677-6666. 214-677-6666. All right. That's Pastor Scott. All righty. Also, we got another one. Okay, well, we'll see about that one. All right. But anyway, we got a lot of things going on, a lot of things to talk about this morning. I'd like to thank Marion Jr. for being here last week in my place, and Lord bless him. Also, I hope y'all had a great time, but there's so much going on, so much to tell you about. First of all, let me invite everybody to the big rally coming April 26th at Dallas City Hall Plaza. That's at 10 a.m., April 26th, Saturday. That's what, 2 weeks from today, April 26th. And everybody be there. We'll be rallying about this group talking about, they say, saving our schools when they really want to take our schools. So the theme is take down and take over. We're not going to allow our public schools to be taken down. We're not going to have a dictatorship here in Dallas. We're going to have fair representation. And so we are, your vote must count. Your vote must count, and your vote won't count the way they're doing things. You're talking about taxation without representation. This is what they're asking us to do. And don't let them trick you like they're retreating and everything is quiet. No. They're still quietly trying to gather those 25,000 signatures. They're still lurking in the dark. These people want to take over this school district. And we are not going to let them. So this is going to be April 26th, Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, City Hall Plaza. Everybody, I mean everybody need to be there. Everybody needs to be there. Also, I didn't get a chance. It happened when I was gone. I noticed that we have an ordinance about those plastic bags. Plastic bags. Can you imagine all the problems we have in Dallas, all the things that are going on? And our Councilman Caraway has nothing to do but deal with plastic bags, as many jobs that are needed, as much job training that's needed, many people we have on the streets of Dallas, many people that are on fixed incomes and can barely make it and need more assistance from the city of Dallas. They're cutting down on city services. They used to pick up your trash twice a week. Now it's once a week. Everything is going down, and all the problems we have in Dallas with drugs and so much hostility, family violence, and everything going on. And this man is dealing with plastic bags. How ridiculous can this be? How ridiculous, how silly, how foolish can this be? This is utterly ridiculous. Now, there are a lot of people who use those plastic bags to line their trash cans and different things like that. I don't see a whole lot. Maybe where you are, you see a whole lot of plastic bags everywhere, but I don't see them. Sure, you see some. Well, you see paper sacks, if you're going to use paper or whatever you're going to use. But to waste our time messing with trash bags, plastic bags, is utterly ridiculous. And I'm calling them out on it. Obviously, they don't have much to do down at City Hall. They obviously, something is wrong at City Hall if they're down there voting to stop the use of plastic bags. I don't know. Who could be paying them? I don't know. Some store chain or something. I don't know. And when you're talking about people, elderly people on fixed incomes, who buy a lot of groceries and buy a lot of things that they use plastic bags on, what about them? That nickel for that plastic bag. Say they go to the store. Sometimes I see them with large baskets of groceries, and they might have 15, 20 plastic bags in them. That's an extra $1. That might be budget busting for people on fixed incomes who have to go to the store. Some go several times a week. And then you are hurting the people in your district. You're hurting the people. This Dwayne Caraway did this. I'm calling him out. I don't cut no corners with any of them. If you're doing our people wrong, I'm going to tell it. If you're doing mankind wrong, I'm going to tell it. If you're doing it wrong, don't let me find out, because I'm sure going to talk about it. And it's utterly ridiculous for someone to put an ordinance through like this. Quite naturally, those in North Dallas and other parts of the city, they don't care. What's a nickel to them? They don't care. But that adds up with people on a fixed income. 972-647-1893. I'm calling it out this morning. I know that I heard they talked about it last week, but I got to put my 2 cents in on this one. This is utterly ridiculous for somebody to do something like this. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 2 and say good morning to Sydney. Good morning, Sydney.
Hey, how you doing, Reverend Barnett?
Fine. How are you this morning?
Oh, fine. I had an issue that with Walter Hatchie. I was trying to get my daughter to hurry up sign up for the Affordable Health Plan, and they're discouraging people because this woman tells me it's a $6,000 deductible. Now, what if you don't have a job and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, now, that's based on your income.
Right.
Who told you it was $6,000, no matter what?
A white woman over there in Walter Hatchie at the place where you sign up at.
Oh, she's probably a Republican.
I asked her that.
Oh, please. No. I talk with people who telling me they're getting insured as for as little as $12 a month. It's based on your income, and it's based on people that are indigent. Really, listen at the name of it. It's affordable health care.
Affordable.
Now, some will pay more because they make more.
I understand.
But when you take all of the money that can be saved with this Affordable Health Care Act, it becomes a good policy because it will help the economy.
Yes, sir.
See, there are millions of dollars, billions really, taken out of our economy when someone gets hurt, injured, or take ill, or something like that, and have to go to the hospitals and they have no insurance. Who do you think pay for that?
Well, that's the way it's been going. You know, if you couldn't pay for it, then the state would pay for it.
Yeah, well, then, but who's the state?
We are.
Thank you. We pay for it.
Yeah.
We pay for this. We pay for this. And it makes no sense for people to not to get that. They gave a lot of people, they said, that tried to get in a couple of extra weeks. So maybe you can go back and try to get on. Try to go back. Go somewhere. You live in Waxahachie?
Yeah. No, I stay in Midlothian. But she's in college. She started in college, and this woman come up with this mess, and it really made me mad. And I told her, I said, you have to be a Republican or something because what you're saying is a lie. And then did
she give you how many different insurances?
It's scared after I told her, that I was going to put this on the radio, and I'm going to check into this.
All right. How many insurances did she give you to choose from?
She didn't.
What did she do?
She just gave my daughter a number, and my daughter got online with whoever the number she gave after I had told her this stuff. She gave her a piece of paper and told her to call those people, and she got on there. It's just the fact that what she was trying to do,
Look, let me tell you something. That affordable health care, believe me, Republicans like it too.
Yeah, I know.
Many of them are breaking rank and beginning to admit it. They've always liked it because it was their idea. This was a Republican idea, not a Democratic idea.
Yes, but a Democrat brought it down.
And the reason why it's been so much problem is they have agreed that they will walk in lockstep against anything President Obama brings forth. That's all. 5 years from now, it will not be called Obamacare.
I know it is not being called that now.
They're going to change because this is good for this nation. Everybody needs insurance. Well, they say you can always go to the county hospital. You cannot go to the county hospital and get a health checkup.
That's right.
No. You go out there
and take... had this for years.
Yeah. Well, it would be a good ordinance. A good law. It's a good law. And I hope everybody needs insurance. and to be taken care of. I see so many times this is not the same insurance. But it's a sad situation because I talk to people all the time. People call me, how can they get some money to bury their loved ones? You know, how can they get some money to, it's always a problem with insurance. They don't want the insurance while they're doing well. But you're not going to do well all your life. You're going to eventually get ill if you don't die suddenly. Everybody is going to get ill. Okay?
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. That clears the line. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. That is something to talk about also, the Affordable Health Care Act. Did you get in? You still got time for those who tried to register to get you some insurance. Get some insurance. Believe me, there is a policy. If you have any type of budget, if you are working, there is something there that you can afford. Don't let these people put you off. I really believe a lot of that sabotage that happened in the first days of trying to register people, some of that might have been on purpose. You just have to watch it. People are playing politics with your life. They're playing politics with your life, and it's atrocious that I've got insurance, but I don't want you to have any. That's what they're basically telling you. Those congressmen, every congressperson has insurance. Everyone in the Senate has insurance. But you have people up there that don't want you to have insurance. How silly and ridiculous can that be? All right, let's go to line 3 and say good morning to Reverend Wooten. All righty?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Doing fine. I just called to comment on your previous statement there about our councilman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this and get off. He's piggybacking on what that old stupid reporter said on CNN about policing up the Indian Ocean out there in the middle of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Carol is piggybacking on about the plastic bag. That stupid reporter made that comment the other day about cleaning up the Indian Ocean. How stupid is that? It's the same thing. That's what he's piggybacking on. So it's just ridiculous. Like you said, we got more things to consider in Dallas than that.
All the problems we have here, as you go about the city, you see people, so many destitute people now. Even in the worst of times, back in the 60s and 50s, I can remember back in the late 40s, I'd never seen so much destitution as we have in this city. People walking the streets out of their minds. We need to open up more mental institutions. We need to open up more drug rehab clinics. We need to have more jobs in our city. But to be worried about plastic bags, come on. And if you do you do any shopping?
Yes, sir.
How much shopping you do say a month?
Do quite a bit.
Do you use quite a few bags?
Yes, sir.
You think that it could add up to? I know $2 or $3 don't seem like much to a lot of people, but if you're on a fixed income, got a budget, sometimes that might mean hey, you're gonna skip a meal.
Oh yeah, it adds up.
And how can you represent people in your district that are on fixed income, and he has a lot of them in his district, and pass an ordinance like this? This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This is sad. I don't care who try to call in and justify. It can't be done because you see no more plastic bags than you would do those brown paper bags when everybody was using those. They were everywhere.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your call. We're up against a short break, and we'll be back. And give us a call, 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. We'll be right back. All right, we're back on Church Information and Open Forum. I'm Marion Barnett, your host. Live is producing. And we're talking about what you want to talk about this morning. I'm talking about plastic bags. I'm talking about the Affordable Health Care Act. Also, coming April 26th, Dallas City Hall Plaza, we're going to talk about taking down the takeover. Take down the takeover. We're having a rally asking everybody to come out, everybody be a part of it. We want labor groups. We're inviting labor groups. We're inviting all Hispanic organizations. We're inviting just everybody come out and be a part of it and let them know that there will be no taxation without representation. That's just not going to happen. They're not going to be there to just take over our district. It'll be our money in their district. They will dissolve, eventually, if this passes, a board of trustees. They will dissolve it. The board of trustees will no longer exist. And you'll have this 15-member panel to really go forth and run everything. You will have no recourse on anything to go on. They're going to bust unions, teachers' unions, and just all the teachers will be there to be put out to pastor. So teachers, you definitely need to be there. You're going to be put out to pastor. Those who they don't like, they can get rid of, and nothing can be done about it. There's so many things when you're talking about a charter district, a home rule charter district. See, charter schools can put you out. Charter schools don't have to take you in just because you live in proximity to that school. They don't have to admit you. And the way they're going to do this, more than likely, they won't admit a lot of people around that particular school, but they would cherry pick the kids they want to go in that school. And then you may not fit the profile for that school, so you might have to go somewhere else. If they allow you in school, they can put you out of the district and you never come back, and there will be no recourse behind this. People, wake up. Let us understand what's going on. With the Board of Trustees, you may not like them. You may not like a lot of the things that they do, but at least you do have a vote. You do have a say-so. You do have a running chance with a board that you select to represent you. But if you're going to allow them to pick somebody, pick people, 15 people to run this thing, and only God knows who they're going to pick. They're going to pick who they want to pick. That's going to work with them to work against you. Come on, people. You need to realize that this is not the American way. This is not the Democratic way. Your vote is being stolen. Your citizenship here is being stolen by people who are really Tea Partiers. You got this billionaire out of Houston, John Arnold. Why didn't he try it in Houston? Why is he coming to Dallas? I realize he's out of Dallas and he went to school here, but why Dallas? Because they feel like this is a city of least resistance. You're people that really will not stand up. You'll fold under pressure. You will eventually become afraid and will not stand. This is what they really think of you. This time, Dallas is going to show them different. That you're going to stand up. You're going to fight for your children, fight for your citizenship, fight for your right to vote and elect those whom you give your tax dollars to. Come on now, 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 4 and say good morning to Tony, all righty? Good morning, Tony.
Good morning. How you doing, Miller?
Fine. How are you this morning?
All right. I'll make 2 points on 2 subjects you brought up. First, about the bag charge in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I know Dwayne has ambition to be mayor.
He did.
And the reality is this. The one thing about politics is you're supposed to learn, you're supposed to grow, and you're supposed to get better.
Right.
And the reality is Dwayne doing everything to lose the mayorship.
And Tony, you are so right. Why is he shooting himself in the foot?
But part of it is because he knows he needs North Dallas blessing, and he's
people in North Dallas don't care anything about any bags, but he's losing his base. His base is not going to be North Dallas to win a mayor's election. Now, you can try to appeal to some of them, but this is not the way to do it. People don't like to pay more taxes. I don't care if they're billionaires. They don't like our taxes.
And my last point on this subject is, you just built a Walmart off of 35 and 12.
Right, a little better. Mm-hmm.
Now, if I stay that area and I have to pay 5 cents more, it makes sense for me to go down to suburbs of the southern sector.
Right down there in Lancaster and DeSoto, they have the same stores, and you don't have to pay that tax. This is nothing but a tax on you.
It is, and it's on the poor mostly because. But then my other point is about this school thing, and I read the article about the man from Houston, and he was Democrat, whatever it is. But anyway,
the Tea Party.
You know, the reality is this: Republicans have always argued in the past about local control of school districts. Mm-hmm. They've always argued that,
right?
And the way they set this is, well, you have the school board appoint a board in. And what they understand is charter schools are only responsible to the state, not local control.
That's right.
It never has been that way.
Mm-hmm.
And when you cherry pick your kids, and to me, the reason why North Dallas is against this, Northwest Dallas, what they ran to with that meeting, is this. These people are not going to keep their kids in a charter school system. If you look at the numbers, white people are not going to keep their kids in a charter school system. Now, I think the teachers don't understand this, because most of the teachers outside the city is, if you listen to Mike Brown, this is what he said. He said, if one thing he did like about it is you can get rid of teachers at will without any.
Right.
Even though he said he has no responsibility, he has no side on this.
Yes, he does.
I know, but and the reality is that with them having control of the kids, then that $1 billion tax money, bond money is at play.
Right.
So and the way they did it was so sneaky. I cannot believe that local politicians, even state politicians, the Spanish guy, has gone along with this. But the reality is that at the school, the charter school, he said his child goes to Dallas Public Schools currently. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. Not going to go by what he says. Mm-hmm. He's going to take it out. He's going to take his child out because he wants that good name of, Booker T. Washington behind his daughter's name. He wants the magnet school system behind his daughter's name. Why would I have a magnet school system if I got a charter school system?
Oh, well, it's going to be, I'm not even sure how it's going to work even with these all schools that are already charter schools. They may have to give that up and turn it over to DISD. I'm not sure. It's going to be a lot of repercussions behind this. A lot of repercussions because it's behind one thing, and that's money.
Thank you, sir. Money.
All right. Thank you for your call, Tony. All right. That clears the line. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 1 and say good morning to Matthew. All righty. Good morning, Matthew.
Hi.
How are you?
Good morning. Doing well.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard you said, you talk about Dallas, and you said the destitute that's involved and here. And I just want to say I've never seen a time when the poverty is increasing. We got more people in poverty than ever before, yet the rich are getting richer. But no one seems to point their finger at President Obama for any of this. And I think that he has a lot to do with the poverty, increasing of poverty, the loss of real jobs. I think he has a lot to do with that, and I think that he should be held accountable.
Well, yeah, but let me say this. You know who's really killing us right now, who's really destroying this country and going to end up destroying it, is the United States Supreme Court. Did you see what they did the other day? Did you see it? Hello?
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
Did you see what the Supreme Court did the other day?
No, sir.
They're allowing corporations to give as much money to political candidates as they want. Can you imagine this? We're in an aristocracy now. In other words, you've got to be super rich to win an office now. We're in an aristocracy. The rich, big corporations. They're running this country from now on. This is what the Supreme Court is doing. See, there are a lot of things that the president can't control. There are some things he can't control.
But not Obama, who received the most money of any candidate in history. In fact, he received a lot of money from places they couldn't even identify.
What color is Obama? What color is he?
He's African American.
Okay. Do you think an African American could have spent the same amount of money that a white candidate spent and won that election? Let's be honest now. Come on. Let's live in the real world.
He's working with all types of people.
Well, that's right, and he is.
He's working, but he went in to win. He didn't go in to represent us. He went in to win for himself, and that's what he did.
Well, I wouldn't say he went just to win for himself, but yes, you have certain groups that's given him millions of dollars. Certain groups, that's such as the gay groups, gave him $735 million in the 2008 election, and I've forgotten how much they got in the 2012 election. It takes money to win. He did some things. He went along with the buyouts and was giving money to the big banks and different things. Now, he didn't put forth that money. Who put forth that money? Who brought up that money?
We did.
Huh?
We did.
No, George Bush did that. He just went along and carried out what George Bush had started. He carried that on. And thank God he did, because the country would still be in a deep, deep recession had he not done that.
What about the $80 billion that he's pumping into Wall Street every month? Was that George Bush?
He's pumping in? Yeah, Bush started that.
No, President Obama is the one who started pumping up Wall Street. That's why you got more billionaires, more millionaires than ever before. $80 billion a month as a stimulus, pumping it into Wall Street, into these companies and different things, and they haven't even extended unemployment.
Who on Wall Street is he giving $80 billion to?
Well, they're pumping it into the system. They're pumping it every month.
Which system are you talking about?
For the bonds. They've been pumping in for the bonds.
For bonds? U.S. bonds?
Yes. Buying up.
United States savings bonds?
Well, all different types of bonds and treasuries that they've been.
And the federal government is pumping in $80 billion for bonds and treasury on Wall Street? Is that the money that comes off the interest on those bonds that they're reinvesting?
No, they've been doing this. Is what you hear all this talk now about the taper.
You must be listening to Fox.
No. This is on every station.
Okay.
You can on any station.
All right, I'll take your word for it, and we're going to look into that, because I do know they were putting money back off the interest on the bonds that was floating on Wall Street, but just giving them $80 billion. I don't think so, but I'll look at it. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. Let's go to line 4 and say good morning to Joe. All righty. We got 1 minute. I tell you what, can we go to a short break then? And we'll take you, Joe, when we come right back. We'll be right back. All right, we're back on Church Information and Open Forum. I'm Marion Barnett, your host, and you can call us at 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 4 and say good morning to Joe. All righty. Joe, you're still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All righty, go right ahead.
What I want to do is all those people that are so against the banning of the plastic bags.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 73-year-old lady, live alone, 2 bad knees and arthritis fingers. I would like for them to come over to Keystone Beckley every morning and pick up these plastic bags that are running around in my yard. I just came back from out there picking them up.
Are you on a corner lot?
I'm on a corner lot.
A corner lot catches it, I will admit. Not just plastic bags, but any trash.
But they're plastic. I picked up one from Walmart, one from Kroger's, one from Fiesta. I have to walk from my street all the way to Keith picking up plastic bags. I got to crawl under my hedges to get these plastic bags.
Mm-hmm.
So
now,
if all those people that are so against it, if they'll just come over here and help me keep them off of my property.
All right. Now, did you ever have any other trash that blew in your yard?
Yeah.
Okay. You got paper that blows into your yard. You've got paper sacks. You have paper. If you're on a corner lot and the wind is blowing and you have grass, you're sort of like a strainer. And I admit that. But let's not just put it all on plastic bags. You catch trash, period, where you live.
I catch trash. But if it's paper, once it rains and once I water my yard, that paper's not going to be there as long as those plastic bags. I can water for years and those plastic bags will still be there. They do not disintegrate.
Well, do they catch on to some of your roses or something, some thorns that hang there? Because whenever I go and see lots, that paper stands out far more than trash bags, those plastic bags.
Plastic stands out more because when the wind blows, they're all up in the trees. So how am I going to get them from up there? Just like I said, I'm inviting some of those people that are...
All right. I'll have to check you out because I'm certainly against those plastic bags because they put an unfair burden on people to have to pay for a plastic bag who are on a fixed income. Thank God that you don't have to worry about it. Your income obviously is enough where that nickel a bag will not affect you. But believe me, there are many that are in your situation that are home, live alone, and would like to live good and live better. But at the same time, if they got to spend $4 or $5 a month extra, that might cost them a meal. I'm worried more about people eating and being able to afford certain things than having this extra tax put on them, because somebody's trying to make political points.
Okay, could I ask you another question?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Me being 73, I remember when there was no plastic bag. What did they use then?
So can I, ma'am? You're 73. We were in school together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What did
we were in school together, and just about anything you can remember, I can remember anything that wasn't there, and I can remember it wasn't there too. They came up with the idea of plastic bags because they wanted to move forward. Quite naturally, somebody wanted to make some money. But I used to see paper sacks everywhere. I see paper everywhere, plastic wrappers everywhere, lottery tickets. I see all these things that are on the ground. Far more of that than I see plastic bags. Hello?
Yeah, I mean, not in this neighborhood. You see more plastic bags just everywhere. Can somebody come up with a solution to educate the people not to throw them out?
Well, people know not to litter. Now that's just wrong. People know not to throw trash in the streets or on the ground. People don't need to be educated for that. Well, that's utterly ridiculous. They need, and I'm sorry that they throw plastic bags down where the wind will blow them into your yard, and your yard is probably a nice yard that have grass and flowers and everything that will catch trash. Not only plastic bags, that you admit, other trash coming to your yard. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You have a wonderful week. All right. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 2 and say good morning to Reverend Wright. All righty. Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor. How you doing this morning?
Fine. How you doing? I'm doing great.
Great show.
Thank you.
I was listening to your caller, and I can see her complaining, but, I was wanting to ask her, how does she take her groceries home? But in the same thing, you handled it because you said, it's not about the plastic bag. It's about us littering, period.
Right.
If you go into our communities, and you can't get mad at nobody but us because they are our children and our family members that are throwing trash. I don't care if it's plastic bags or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't teach them to don't do that, you reaping what you sow.
I used to get, I used to get letters from Clean South Dallas all the time. And they were talking about litter. They weren't talking about just plastic bags. I don't want to see plastic bags now. Don't y'all get that wrong. But I see litter. I see beer cans. I see soda pop cans. I see all this trash everywhere. Not just, in fact, of all the litter, I probably see less plastic bags than any of it. See more paper.
And I guarantee you, Pastor, if you ask that young lady, has she ever threw anything out on the street out of the 73 years, she's going to tell you she has.
Well, see, that's
because we all have.
Yeah.
At one time,
that's one of the advantages of being old. She can't pull the old card on me because probably everything she's seen, I've seen. So.
Exactly. But yeah, that's a situation. And when you can discuss that, if we go try to charge, put some people to work and let them pick those plastic bags up. That's a job that can be created for people who have been pleading and begging for the city to give them a second opportunity in life. Let them hire them and let them go to work picking up and keeping our city clean. Why wouldn't you do that? Because there again falls under the mayor in the city council.
No, the mayor is too busy trying to run the DISD.
Well,
and can't run the city of Dallas.
Speaking of that, we definitely want to invite and need everybody to show up to this rally that's held on April 26th at 10 o'clock at Dallas City Hall is take down the hostile takeover and start this home rule school takeover. And let me ask you something, Pastor. You said it the other day, and I went down the other day. It takes a village to raise a child. The mayor should be responsible, along with the city council, of the village. I went downtown yesterday, and out of the years we've been here, I didn't see one homeless person downtown. What happened to him, Pastor?
Well, the Final Four is in town. And anytime you have something big in town, the homeless disappear. People think about it. Go down and look for the homeless. You're not going to find them until you'll find them. When is the game? Monday night?
Monday night. Monday night,
Tuesday morning, you'll find the homeless again. They do what they want to do. Yes.
Exactly. They literally run them away from the downtown area. So when people who are not from Dallas come down, they can say, oh, what a wonderful city. They're doing great. But they're not seeing, in reality, the real Dallas. I asked Laura Miller some 7-8 years ago, Pastor, if the city would donate 5 cents a day, it would have ended the homeless population in the city of Dallas, but they refuse to do it. Now we have over 10,000 homeless people.
Right.
The other thing I want to talk to you about when I got you on the phone is, and again, like I said, we're going to be joined in the rally with the NAACP, the AFT, TOPS, and several other local unions and Hispanic organizations. We need everybody to come together to let the mayor know that we want to keep the public in the schools. Yeah. And so, again, we're asking everybody to show up on the 26th of April at 10 o'clock. Another thing, Pastor, I want to speak with you about is the Kelly Alert. We are putting together and we're drafting a petition that's going all over the state of Texas on the Kelly Alert. Of course, you know, 2 weeks ago, Delisa Kelly, a young pregnant lady with a 2-year-old son, was murdered. And not only was Delisa Kelly done it, but Deanna Cooks also was murdered. But when they reached out to the police department, to law enforcement to come and help them, they did not respond. And so Dallas's excuse has been, it's been the 911 operator. It's easy to find the 911 operator when the family of Delisa Kelly told me when DPD did come out the following day, in which the young lady did die several days later, Pastor, that they were so uninterested in what was going on to one of the comments was, when she comes back from vacation, give us a call.
Isn't that sad, man? That's sad. That just show you what they really care about people in our community. And you say this is the Kelly Alert.
This is the Kelly Alert. There's petitions going around throughout the city of Dallas. We need those petitions signed because this could have been our daughters or your granddaughter, or your sister or your mother.
Right.
And it's a shame that here go again, taxation without representation.
Right.
You can take our money and pay tax, but you can't respond when we need you to come and respond to us. And so we'll be passing those petitions around, and we're asking, it's not just for women, it's for anybody who's in distress and they call law enforcement, they need to respond to emergency situations.
Well, have your mayor talked to you about that?
We have not yet talked to the mayor about it, Pastor. Let me tell you the reason why. Because they've been putting on several, as a matter of fact, they just had a domestic violence seminar last week, and they know that we were talking about the Kelly Alert. They didn't reach out to us. They know how to get in touch with me. I'm sure Dwayne can tell them how to get in touch with me and those city council people. But putting it on those seminars, they're just talking about it. There's nothing happening about it.
Yeah.
And it was a closed, and even with that being said, it was a closed seminar, so anybody couldn't walk up in there.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, sir.
This wasn't open to the public?
It was not open to the public. To my knowledge, it wasn't, because I was told it was a little. You had to have a be on the list.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to talk to.
I wonder why Dwayne won't call me. He used to be on my show every time I come on the air. Why won't he call me? I know you're listening. I'm calling you out. I'm calling him out. Yeah, call me. I want to talk to you about some things, because you did have a chance to be mayor of Dallas, Dwayne. You had a chance, but you shot yourself in the foot. This is utterly ridiculous. Thank you, Reb.
Okay. All right, Pastor. I'll talk with you later. And one more quick comment, I'm going to let you go. That comment you made about the Supreme Court, we as the people need to know what you're talking about. In other words, we're going to be bought off and sold.
Well, yeah, your candidates, the candidates that you've enjoyed over the years, in many cases now, they will not be able to be elected because big business runs this country, and the Supreme Court have said to big business, you can give as much money as you want in those campaigns, which means that you have the advantage of electing people that's going to support you, and you best believe big business is not on your side. Okay.
All right, good.
Okay.
Thank you, Pastor. I'll talk with you later.
All right, that clears the line, 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. Let's go to Mary on line 4. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning. How you doing, Pastor Barnett?
Fine. How are you?
I'm blessed. Listen,
wonderful.
I just want to make a quick comment, and the gentleman that was on before me. The city of Dallas, I'm looking at like in the lower income area. They don't come out and sweep our streets nor pick up the trash, around DART.
They don't.
The DART bus stops and all this good stuff. You see them picking up. Okay, you out in the north, they throw out bottles of beers and stuff, broken glasses, but it's immediately cleaned up.
They sweep the streets.
Yeah. And then, they keep the media, everything all cut and everything pretty, alongside the freeway where they are. Everything is maintained. It's manicured, But they don't keep our streets. They don't come out and sweep. They don't pick up the trash. None of that,
You are very observant. You are observant of really what's going on around you. You're very observant.
Yeah. And I just want to make that comment, that we pay taxes too. And they should, if they can keep the other area clean, come out and keep our area clean too.
That's right.
You might not have the money they have, but everyone like nice things. Everyone wants their environment looking good. I know I do.
And I'm not saying that there aren't any plastic bags lying around, but I see trash, period. I mean, paper and everything. Trash, my God. And
plastic bags is really good,
Yeah, because I see a lot of people take the trash and put them in the plastic bags and throw it away.
Right.
Yeah.
And also those trash bags, too, like if you have some liquid or, something you carrying, that's good for that. If you're on the bus line or whatever, and maybe it's spill or not closed good, that plastic bag helps, from sticking through. But when you have a paper bag, it just bursts right open.
Bursts right through. It gets wet, and you pick it up, it's busted. Yeah. All righty. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome.
All righty. 972-647-1893. Got 3 minutes. Let's get see, can we get Imani in? Let's see, can we get line 3. Yeah, he's on 3. Good morning, Imani.
Good morning, Pastor. How you doing?
Fine. How are you this morning?
Oh man, I listened to all your complainers and stuff. I was downtown last night, and let me tell you, Willie Lynch. He said 300 years, maybe 1,000. It's happening. I want everybody to look up Willie Lynch and Google him and see what they say. And I wouldn't get a little boy yesterday. They kicked him out of school, 4-year-old, for kicking a little white teacher who's never been in our neighborhoods before. And I'm going. I have so much to say. I'm going to school in Mountain View. I'm studying Texas government.
Right.
And they got a free program over there for people. All you people don't understand why. Because the Satan is why. And Satan is not a red devil with a tail.
No.
People in the high places. And we worry more about the trash and stuff like that. But go downtown tonight and then come on across the river, the bridge, and go over to that district where our councilman worry about the trash and look at how those people live over there off of McKinney Avenue and them. And go there and you'll see the difference. So what I'm doing real fast, I'm doing NOI.org. NOI.org. It's what's called what the time and what must be done. NOI.org. The time and what must be done. And I'm not insane, Pastor. I'm telling you, it's our time. It's time to take over our own communities and quit letting Obama run it, because he don't run himself. There's some people over him. So we want everybody to know.
But see, the thing about it, a man that's president, he only has so much power. We have to take, look, right here in Dallas, we got a rally coming up on the 26th. Let's take control of our own lives, our own city, our own situation. But we sit back and let people dictate to us and let us know what they're going to do to us, and let us know that we will have no power, no say-so in our school district that we finance, and we sit back and allow that to happen. You can't lay that on Obama.
When are you going to be there? What day is it, Greg Barnett?
It's April 26th at 10 a.m. at Dallas City Hall.
April 20th. Well, I guess what? I'm going to try to bring my class, my whole class.
Bring everybody you can. We got a website for it, and I want to get that website in. Y'all go and everything, and because we're inviting so many different labor unions, different things like that.
Well, I think you're the last man standing. I know your time is up. You're the last man standing. I'll see you on the 26th.
Okay.
All these other people are just lying and talking.
Okay, then. All right, we'll see you then. I tell you what, we're up against a break, and we're going to go to the second hour, but you can still call me at 972-647-1893. We'll be right back. All right, we're back on Church Information and Open Forum for hour number 2, and you can reach us at 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. All righty, where do I go? Want to start at 9?
The one on top.
On top? What, number 1?
No, on your list.
Oh, okay, Oliver. Okay, yeah, let's go with Oliver. He's on 1. All righty. All right, good morning, Oliver.
Good morning, Pastor Barnett.
Fine, how are you this morning?
Oh, bless her. I'm blind, and I listen to a lot of things that go along with the city council. If a blind man can see this, Pastor, you're right. Out in California, they pay him. I told my daughter about that. They pay him 15 cents a bag. So that's
Is that right?
A way of revenue. Anything California do, Texas is trying to do it. Believe that.
But now California's broke. The state of California is broke.
Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
My daughter lives there.
They're right outside of Los Angeles. They're in Long Beach.
Long Beach. I mean, south of L.A.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And anything the city council can do, like he did all that stuff, the mayor agreeing with the school board, that's how I brought on that. I listen. I'm very wise. I'm 72 years old.
Yes, sir.
And what, you can believe that?
I believe you, because you sit and listen to the city council meeting. That comes on, what, 101.1? What is that one? The city council? Sir,
because, they tried to make the the grocery stores and stuff pay for it. They know they didn't even have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even, in the council meeting, I listened one time.
They knew good and well Walmart and Kroger and
all that.
Menards wasn't going to pay for those bags. No.
They know they wasn't. They done bought all kinds of bags.
Mm-hmm.
Got them in their warehouse. You know they ain't going to stop issuing no bags.
Mm-hmm.
The city needs to have some people out there picking up trash, and that's a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the neighborhood.
Well,
they do it in the right neighborhood.
Yeah, they cut back on trash pickup. They used to pick up twice a week.
Yeah.
Now it's down to one a week, and they're complaining about trash. Right. Believe me, the city is causing more trash to be out there than anybody else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I just can't believe it. You know, I'm blind, but I'm still up on things that goes on.
All right. I thank you for your call, Oliver.
All right.
You have a good day. All right, that clears the line. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 2 and say good morning to Barbara. All righty? Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning. How are you, Reverend Barnett?
Fine. How are you this morning?
I'm doing just fine. I had a quick comment about the plastic bags.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I think the city thinks that they can charge because of the store that came in, Aldi's.
Yeah.
They charge for their bags.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably figure, well, if they can do it,
we can do it.
Let's get some money. We can do it. Mm-hmm. And another thing, Callaway says you can bring your own bag. Most of these stores, you cannot go in there with a bag.
No. The first thing they're going to do, they're going to trail you and mad accuse you of shoplifting. You come in there with a bag.
That's right. And don't be putting it in your purse, and then you got to be all in your purse pulling something out.
Yeah.
They're going to be all over you in the stores, especially in those certain stores that I don't even go in anymore. But you can't go in the store with a bag. So that's not a remedy for the problem. Like you said, they need to hire people. It's too many youngsters out of work.
Yes.
It's too many people out of work, period.
And if you don't work, say you got you going in the store and your item is $1, and that's all you got.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're gonna have to walk out the store with that thing in your hand.
In your hand.
Yes.
And that's not.
See, that could set off some things right there. You better, people better keep your receipts. You better keep your receipts.
That's
If you're running short on cash, keep your receipts, because you may not have the money for those plastic bags.
That's right. But once they get backlash from these businesses about the bags, and
I'm told Kroger
complaining how they handle them.
Yeah, well, I'm told Kroger is coming out against this. So
that's good.
Well, I think Walmart and all the rest of them eventually going to have to come, because if Walmart in Dallas start losing money, they just put one there at I-35 and that better. And then, well, you see, you can take 5 minutes and drive straight on down. You have one there in Lancaster, and you can go down the Beltline, turn right, and you have another Walmart there in DeSoto. You don't even have to be worried with this foolishness. And
I would even like to start a company to have youngsters picking up bags. I wonder would they back me in that?
Well, ask them that.
City Council.
Yeah, maybe you can get a city contract doing something. Give kids something to do. Yeah, give them something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, Rick. Have a good day.
All right. 972-647-1893 is the number to call. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 4 and say good morning to Carl. Carl, listen to your phone, not your radio. Hello, Carl.
Hello, man.
Yes,
No, I was calling concerning the trash bag.
Yes, sir.
People's.
Go right here. Listen to your phone, not your radio.
Okay, I got it out. People don't throw them bags out. That's the big truck that's hauling that's emptying them dumpsters. I see them bags flying out them trucks.
Okay.
Ain't nobody going down no freeway throwing no bags out.
I'm gonna be honest.
Some big trucks.
I've been looking the last few days. I don't see that many trash bags around.
Well, it's the big truckers. I've seen them fly out them trucks.
Now, I see a lot of trash, period, in certain places. That's in certain places that the city or maybe a lot of tenants or somebody don't keep up. And the lady, she says she stay on a corner a lot, which usually will catch, the yard will catch trash.
Right.
And she got some bags. Yeah, she got some trash bags, but she got some other trash there, too.
But it get bottles and all that.
Yeah, all that bottles, cans, and whatever.
Cans and all that.
Yeah. So I just can't see putting another tax on the people behind plastic bags. I just can't see it.
That's right. That's right. I don't see it. No, I don't see that.
And what angers me, Dwayne Caraway had a chance to be mayor. He had a chance. He said, I'm going to support him. But to do something this ridiculous to people, this is utterly insane. I thank you for your call.
Okay.
All righty. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Let's go to KC on line 3. All righty. Good morning, KC.
Good morning, Pastor Barnett. This is Casey Thomas.
All right. Good morning, Casey.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I wanted to talk with you about something. I know you were at and I appreciate you coming out the last Monday Night Politics candidate forum we had on the school board candidate.
Mm-hmm.
And we will through Monday Night Politics be having forums for the runoff as well as the school board races. But what I wanted to talk with you and your listeners about is we announced at the end that we were going to kick off the series of community conversation. I don't know if you remember. And the first one was going to be about bridging the generation gap we have within the black community.
Mm-hmm.
We had that on this past Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great conversation. We got a lot of feedback, a lot of input, a lot of feedback from those that were present regarding that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes, even on this show, and then me and you have had this conversation about the younger generation, what's going on. Well, we had a great turnout as far as those who are the younger generation who are activists, who have been involved in their own way in trying to make things better. And so what I would like to challenge you to do is have some of those voices on your show so your listening audience can
I
hear.
will certainly call me on my cell phone, and we will certainly schedule those young people and other people, and make sure you bring those people down to City Hall on the 26th for the rally. You talk about bridging the gap. This is something that's affecting all of us. It's affecting all of us, whether you're young or you're old or whatever. We need to make sure that we will have representation with our taxes that we pay for the Dallas Public Schools.
I turned on the show late. Just give me a quick and dirty about that rally. What's it about?
All right, we're taking down the takeover. There's a takeover of the Dallas Public Schools. They want to turn the Dallas Public Schools into a home rule charter district, which means that they will dissolve the Board of Trustees. They will say they're going to appoint a panel of 15 people. They will oversee the district. And as you know, in charter schools, you have no really recourse on anything. They'll get rid of all the teachers that they want to get rid of because they will not have any contracts with any teachers unions that's existing right now. So if you're not one that they like, they can get rid of you, and there will be no recourse. You cannot go back and protest this. They will run the district. We will have no say-so whatsoever, but we still will be paying our taxes for the district. It'll be our money and their district, and no, we do not want that.
And what day and time is that?
That will be April 26th. That's Saturday. What's that? 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now? Yeah. And go to our website. I'm putting up a Take Down the Takeover website. Go to the website. You get a lot of information off of that. And we will. You hadn't heard about this?
I hadn't heard about the rally. I heard about the
the rally. Yeah, well, we're going to have a rally on the 26th. And we do not want to give away our money, our tax dollars. This is about money because anytime you have a charter school, it's about money. It's about charter schools are for profit. Dallas, with this $1.5 billion annual budget, they would like to get their hands on that. You're going to afford a bond. The last bond was well over $2 billion. The next one could be well over $3 billion. They'd like to control that. We will have no say-so over anything in our public school system. It will take the voter out. Are you there? Is he there? I guess he's gone. All righty. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Let's go to Billy on line 2. All righty.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Billy.
Listen, just quick notes on a few things. First of all, about the bags. Why don't they pay to recycle? Why don't they give people money and then they bring them bags back and recycle them instead of charging them money? The reason why is because they take, they don't give. The next thing is, I heard a young man on your show earlier say something about President Obama. President Obama is not perfect, but he has tried to do some things. But if he has a cell phone, he hurt his own self, because every time they go and buy these abs and all this stuff, they put people out of jobs. And they don't understand that. We used to have operators. We don't have operators anymore. We have towers. That took a lot of jobs away from people. And then you have to watch the school district, because this is another form of do as I say, not as I do. This is a slight one world order beginning, if you want to look at it from that point. You know. And so if people don't stand up, see, a quiet mouth don't get fed.
That's right.
And if you don't stand up before it get on the book, it's hard to get it off the book. And so therefore, black people have to start now don't get upset with me because you're a preacher, but they always put the meetings on them nights when we supposed to be, we at church. You notice, every time they want to have a meeting about something important, they put on a night where black folk go to church.
You what, those Wednesday nights? And
for Wednesdays, we go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we choir practice, the brotherhood, or in prayer meeting. So they try to stick the meetings on that. And then another thing, to try to take away your right to speak, so that they don't have to listen to that when they mess up.
All right. Well, see, so, they want to take away your right, but you still, with the Dallas public schools, but you're still going to pay those high school taxes. It's going to be your money, but you won't have any say-so whatsoever over it. They'll have all the say-so, and they'll run the district, and they'll spend your money. This is about money, this takeover.
Yeah, and it's another thing about it is, if you stand up for them kids in the school when they being mistreated, then I can get you out of there.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's right. And they mistreat teachers and all. Administrators, anybody that they don't like, they can mistreat. All right.
And now watch the superintendent brought in here now.
Right.
Okay, watch him.
All righty.
All right.
Thank you. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 4. Is that Miss Hawkins? All righty. Miss Hawkins.
Yes, good morning to you. How are you, Reverend Barnett?
Fine. How are you this morning?
Good. I just want to make a real quick comment and also ask a question. I thought it was kind of funny that the blind man came on trying to raise awareness and did an excellent job, but the bag text before him, caller, that's the truth. They always put trivial issues in front of us and tell us to fight that. Now, we're going to fight the issue at hand, which is education,
that's right.
social justice, civil rights, equal injustice for all, which is what they try to make obsolete out of the Constitution. But I want to say this, that in Atlanta, and I'm talking about Atlanta because I'm talking about Dallas too, because when you talk about a city or your brother, your sister around the corner, or in any country or in any town or state, if you don't fix it there, then it'll meet you at your front door right here. So we all in this together no matter where you are. But in Atlanta, they're doing a pilot program in a lot of the schools. You know, they got a big district out there, too, with a lot of us, majority. And what they're doing is they want to medicate the kids. Now, you know, if you can medicate them, you don't have to give them 2 minutes to speak. You already got them under control. Because they see they can't control the people. They want to observe you. Now, observe the trade. Observe the psychological damage that it still has placed upon generations in our communities, what this trade has done to us, to the world, to them. We should be afraid of them. How is that everywhere we go, you're afraid of us? No, we scared of you. You're going to dangle a steak in front of that child. Listen to this, Reverend Barnett. Put a steak in front of a baby, or for you vegans or vegetarians, their favorite drink, whatever you like, put that in front of them and keep dangling in front of them. When that child come of age, or that person come of age and get ready to start, tapping on you or looking at the situation, then you're scared. No, you shouldn't be scared. You provoke that.
Right.
You don't provoke anger, but I want to say about the pilot program they're doing, they're probably going to bring it here to Dallas with, hopefully, if they will not get this thing enacted that they're working on. But I can't wait to see it got on April 26th myself, too. I want to be a part of that. But what they can look at is the observation on, they saying that the kid is hyper. Their kid is talking too much. Their kid is antsy.
Well, they started this years ago with that Ritalin. You remember that?
That's it.
They would always say, black kids were overactive, and we have to give them this Ritalin to slow them down and all. But they would put them in a program, and when that program, they weren't telling you, that program that they're in, that's going to follow them all the days of their life. That they were in.
And can't get a good job if they ain't got a record with that stuff in their system.
Yeah.
You'll be the Mr. Great Orator, a great scientist, a great leader with that junk in them. No, take them out, put some prayer back on them, put them hands back on them butts, and let them run around a little bit.
Right.
But don't let them put that stuff in them. No, let me tell you,
I tell you what, Ms. Hawkins, we'll put you on hold. We'll put you on hold. Okay, I got to take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back on Church Information in Open Forum, and you can call us at 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. Let's go back and finish with Miss Hawkins. All right, Ms. Hawkins, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm right here listening. Yes.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm just looking at how they want to know how they can really function under these conditions. Because really, this is not normal what we've been through. We become numb to the situation. You couldn't put any one of 2 or 3 of their families in the lives that we live every day, and they wouldn't make it. But I want to go on this right here. So they want to study it. So watch the meds. If you can't control that kid, let them run out. Put them in extracurricular activity. Get them a mentor in your community. Let them run around. I know the church have great activities, or whatever group you're dealing with, they can help with that. Don't let them pump the meds in them, because that's really the next step. If they haven't, they really have started it, but really in great masses now. But I want to say this real quick, Reverend Barber, if it's okay, that that the CCA, one of the largest prisons, we publicly traded prisons, people on the exchange. And, we know publicly traded companies are for sale to the general public.
That's right.
But they have us out there. California, Texas, and Georgia is CCA's largest customer, providing them with like in the 200 and 300 millions per year for the prisons. And what I'm looking at, they saying they have a bed guarantee contract with the states, saying that these are ways to provide prisons to ensure the beds, 80 to 90%, they got the covered in beds. Those more than, again,
they promise those prisons, when they build those prisons, they promise them a certain percentage of that they guarantee them that a certain percentage of their prison population would be occupied. They would be occupied. They'd have them occupied. So they're guaranteeing occupation.
My God.
In these prisons. They're guaranteeing occupation. And in order to do that,
traded companies.
Yeah. When we're talking about from the cradle to the prison, the school system is one of the big pipelines that they're using. It's the main pipeline that they're using to make sure that a certain number of kids will go to prison in America. Yeah. All right, but we thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Have a good week.
All right. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Let's go to Doc on line 1. All righty. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. How you doing?
Fine. How are you doing?
I misbehaved, but I thought I'd let you know the powers that be must be really hating on you, because last week and this week, I could not find a single word or note or paper clip about your event on April 26th, that Saturday. There's nothing there. It's just
we got our website up, but we're going to be doing a lot of things, getting the word out. We're going to get the word out where nobody will have an excuse for not coming.
Well, give your web person my phone number, and I'll work with them. But there's nothing on any social site, or if it is, it's being removed.
Okay, look for under the heading, take down the takeover.
Okay, we'll do.
Take down the takeover. That's what we're all about. We are not going to allow them to take over our school system and leave us completely out. We pay the taxes. They make all the money. No. And believe me, it's not about education. It has nothing to do with education of the masses of children. No.
Absolutely. Okay. I ran into one of those survey people there at our post office, and I guess he didn't expect to run into someone that had an education on it. And I backed him all the way down to get him to admit that he was on a salary to get these petitions signed. Gathered up a crowd, and I thought the police was going to be called because things were going to get rather heated. We finally dispersed, and he was right back at it. He didn't even miss a beat. I didn't affect it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for backing him down, okay?
Bless your heart. Take care.
All right. 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. Let's go to Joy on line 3. All righty. Good morning, Joy.
Hi. I've never listened to your show before, but what you guys are discussing just previously about the prisons and the schools, I was appalled. But everything that you're saying makes absolutely sense, absolutely perfect sense. And I guess I think that we do, the people who have children in school do need to be in control of making decisions about those schools.
Definitely so.
Yes, and I do believe that it is all about money, and the people who have money are trying to take control of all the money, including ours too, and then making all the decisions about what goes on in school according to their beliefs, and not, keeping everyone in the loop. So I never listened to your show before until this morning, and I certainly hope that you guys are able to reverse whatever, what they're trying to
you come join us at Dallas City Hall on the 26th at 10 o'clock. Everybody needs to be there. We got to have everybody because you have a multi-billionaire that's out front, and there are other wealthy people that's are part of this takeover. And not only Dallas is just the first city they're trying this on. So we want to nip this in the bud. We want to stop it right here in Dallas, and we don't want it to happen all over the state of Texas.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, I was raised. I'm in my 50s, and I'm a person who was whipped because I hung out with the wrong people, and black people. I had friends that were black people, and I have been experiencing a lot of, I guess this is probably not the vehicle to say this, but I do believe that everyone should be treated equally, and that no matter what, it doesn't matter who we are, that we should all treat everyone professionally and on an equal basis. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now, but I appreciate your
all right
show. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
Bye.
Bye. All righty. For more information, call Justice Seekers on the website. But you can make the phone call at 214-779-3549. We're getting the website. I'll be checking on the website as soon as I get off there. But don't worry, the website will be up and running. The website will be under the heading, just listening at the Take Down the Takeover. Take Down the Takeover. That will be on the website. All right, 972-647-1893 is the number to call. 972-647-1893. 1893 is the number to call. Let's go to line 4 and say good morning to Thomas. All righty? Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, Reverend. How are you?
Fine. How are you this morning?
I'm doing just fine this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a first-time listener as well.
Thank you. I wish I had a bell to ring for both of you and the last caller. Okay, go right ahead.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I was calling because I actually am one of the ones who did sign the petition.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a little conflicted at the time.
We forgive you of your sins. That's okay. We'll forgive you. All right.
Well, I'm a little torn because I'm born and raised in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at what's the lesser of the two evils? The boy is made up of crooks.
But who elected them? Who elected those crooks?
The people.
Okay. Now, if you get this appointed board of 15 crooks, what power will you have?
Well, which are the lesser of two evils?
No, the crooks that you got now, the enemy that you know, rather than the enemy you don't know, because you will not have any more say-so over the Dallas Independent School District. If you got a board full of crooks, you elected them, and you can vote them out. But once that board is appointed, you will have no power to push them out. They'll have full control all the way, and nothing you can say or do about it.
Well, we voted for Mayor Rawlings. And
I didn't support him. I didn't support him. I warned y'all about Rawlings from the whole time that he was running. I warned people about him. Anybody that would bring payday loans to our community and bring them to our town and make money off of our people's misery can't be any good. I warned y'all about Rawlings. Just look at the present character. If he's going to bring payday loans, you got people that have taken out payday loans, and it wasn't but a few $100s, and they'll be paying for that stuff the rest of their life the way they got the thing set up. They charge you up to 700% interest on those payday loans.
Well, it's not like you put a gun in anyone's head and make them do it.
No, but people, when they're desperate, they will go to desperate situations, and there you've got people lurking out there in watching for desperate situations to take advantage of those situations, and that's wrong. That's just like the buzzard. He doesn't bother anything that's alive. He wait till it's dead, then he goes down and eat it. Are you there?
I'm here.
Go right ahead. I'm letting you talk.
Well, and also, as far as the bags, 5 cents per bag, that's not a lot of money, but I think it's in regards to just recycling.
That's not a lot of money to you. If you have to go to the store 2, 3, 4 times a week, or one time a week, and you end up using 20 or 30 of those bags, that's $1.50. You catch people that might end up $5, $6, $7, $8 a month. People on fixed income. Do you not think that would hurt a person on fixed income?
$5?
Yes. Yes. There are people that $5 makes a difference to. There are people that $5 makes a difference. That's a meal. For some people, they can take that and make 2 meals. Hello?
I'm here.
Well, I don't know. All right. All righty then. We thank you for your call. Thank you for calling me. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Big rally. City Hall, 26th of April, 10 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 a.m., 26th of April, 26th of April, 10 a.m. All righty. Let's go to number 3. Say, this is an anonymous teacher. All righty. Good morning. You're on Knon.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for covering this issue. It's really, really important. One of the tools that the people who are pro-privatized education are using is to allegedly to claim that schools are failing is the STAR test scores. And most parents don't know that they can opt out of had their kids opt out of those tests, and all they need to do, I think, is just write a letter to the school saying that they don't want their kids tested.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You said they can opt out of that STAR test, right? Is that what you're
opt out
saying?
of the STAR test. You can opt out of the STAR test.
Mm-hmm. And you're a school teacher.
I am.
So you do know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah, I know. Yes, I know this for a fact. You can opt out.
Okay. What do you think about the situation? Home rule. Well, it's really a privatization of the school district, and what do you think about it?
Well, it is privatization, and it's the first one of the steps towards robbing us of our democracy.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I don't care if our board is full of crooks. We elected those crooks, and at least we did it to ourselves rather than somebody else do it to us. And
exactly.
And we'll have the opportunity to vote them out.
Mm-hmm.
But under that home rule, you have no more say-so whatsoever about the school system in Dallas.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be almost impossible to get that back.
Okay.
Once they've got it, it would be almost impossible.
No, once they get a hold to it, we'll never get it back.
Yeah.
It's just that desperate. It's just that bad. And it's just that serious that we need people downtown on April 26th at 10 a.m. at the City Hall Plaza to rally to let them know that we're going to take down this takeover. All righty?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good for you. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, then. All right. 972-647. Well, I guess we're up against a break, and you can call us at 972-647-1893. 972-647-1893. We'll be right back. All right. We're back on Church Information and Open Forum. I'm Marion Barnett, your host, Livers Producing. And you can call us at 972-647-1893. All righty, let's go to line 4 and say good morning to Linda. All righty. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning. How are you this morning, Reverend Barnett?
Fine. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. I can't complain.
That's good. That's good.
I just want to make a comment on the plastic bags. And the gentleman that called earlier, I wonder what planet is he from. Because that will hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
Me, as for one, I became a widow as of June last year.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm unemployed and having to go to the store and pay that extra money. That's taken from bills I have to pay.
Mm-hmm. But what do you hear even rich white people complaining about? They do not like taxes, do they?
No, and I don't either.
And this is a tax.
Yes.
Why would you tax your own people? Lord have mercy. Why would you do this to people?
I don't know. Caraway, I don't know what planet he's from right now.
He had a golden opportunity to be mayor of this town. And,
sure, there's a lot of trash, but there are some people that are just going to throw trash down anyway because they just don't care what the environment looks like.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest, I see trash bags, but I don't see no whole bunch of trash bags just everywhere. I see trash.
I don't even see, I'm around a lot of people, Spanish people mostly in my neighborhood, and, some of them are not like us, being clean, but even in my neighborhood, there's not a lot of trash bags, period. Now, we have some people dumping on vacant lots, but that's mattresses and tires and stuff like that. But trash bags, no, we don't have that problem. And I use the plastic bags to line my waste baskets. And when I babysit my great-granddaughters, I put her dirty diapers in there, tie it up, and put it in the trash can. So...
Well, I with all the problems we have in Dallas, and he's worried about trash bags, something ain't right.
Yes, the city used to help people. I remember coming up, and the city used to help people. They used to keep the alleyways clean, trim trees, and I have a huge old dying tree in my backyard, and I can't afford to get somebody to cut it down. I just pray that it don't fall on the house or somebody else's house. And hurt someone. The city could come out and cut the tree down.
Well, they're cutting services, and they have cut services. They only pick up your trash once a week now.
I know.
You used to get it done twice a week, and
a lot of these people trash cans are running over. They
That's
actually
right.
have bags sitting on top of the trash
I think if Dwayne wanted to do something that's going to be constructive, hey, figure out a way how to get your people's trash picked up. At least
he can get
twice
out
a week.
himself sometimes and pick up some trash.
Well, hello. All right, I thank you for your call.
Okay, thank you. You have a blessed day.
All right, 972-647-1893, 972-647-1893. Let's go to line 2 and say good morning to Sandra. All righty? Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Reverend Barnett. Sandra Crenshaw here.
Fine. How are you doing?
Real quick on the trash bag.
Mm-hmm.
I know I hear you saying that you don't see a lot of trash bags being a problem. But if you go to the corner of Bonneview and Simpson Stewart Road, where we're trying to do a master plan development, you have several convenience stores there. You have bags that are all thrown out, those plastic bags. And the real problem is, Reverend Barnett, almost every neighborhood in Oak Cliff has a creek going through it. And when those plastic bags get tied up in the creeks, they kill our fish and mess up our stormwater situation.
What are you talking about when you say mess up stormwater?
Well, when you have the bags clogging up the creeks, not only is it
what creek has been clogged up with trash bags, with plastic bags?
Well, there's a creek. Let's talk about the corner of Simpson Stewart Road and Bonneview Road.
Yeah, but see, everybody that calls in and complain about bags, they give me one location. One location. I see trash, paper everywhere.
I thought you said you didn't see this. Okay, but what?
But I didn't say I didn't see trash everywhere. I see trash everywhere. Paper, litter, beer cans, broken bottles. I see this everywhere. I think the problem is our city is not on top of a lot of things that it should be, and trash bags.
Well, now you
is
talk
just an
about
excuse.
taxes. You talk about taxes. That garbage collection pickup costs money, costs taxpayers.
Well, they cut that. They cut that.
So the goal of the 5 cents, okay. And that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money for seniors who come in and you say buy 20 bags. But the goal of that is really an educational piece for people to take those bags home, start collecting them now, take them home when you shop, and then bring them back and use them over again. I don't think that
plastic bag.
Yes.
Most of them burst after the first time you use them. Most are plastic bags. And then those, they use them to line their trash cans and do different things like that. I just don't think as many problems we have in Dallas that plastic bags is one of the issues that...
It is not. It's not. And I really didn't mean to get on a real big debate about... did want to talk about elections of elected officials and holding them accountable. And the young lady earlier had talked about, let me say one thing about the recycling, the purpose of that, but I don't think it's going to get to the people who throw the trash bags. Because what I did in observing, trying to clear that up on Bonneview and Simpson Stewart Road, it's a lot of kids that come in and they purchase a candy bar and they put it in a sack. So what we've tried to do is try to encourage these convenience stores when they're purchasing single items to voluntarily not give them a plastic bag. Those are the ones who are throwing them out. It's not the ladies like the senior citizens that are going and buying their groceries and using them to trash their liners. So if we could do that, I think that would go a long way to accomplish what it is that Mr. Caraway is trying to do, but that didn't get part of the debate. But anyway, getting back to this elected officials, you know, you talked about the prisons earlier, and the prisons earlier, and that they're creating it. Do you realize that when we had primary, that black people voted for prosecutors, assistant prosecutors, to be judges? And if you had gone to those debates were the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Those young African Americans who are prosecutors really believe that their job is to put everybody in jail, regardless of the situation. They had no empathy, no understanding, no sympathy. It was like, put them in jail. And we, as black people, like you talked about, we elected these people who are crooks. We don't hold people accountable. We don't hold the people. We elect them. We don't ask them anything. We don't go to forums. We don't listen to the radio talk shows where you try to educate them. There is a difference between a defense attorney trying to be a judge and a prosecutor trying to be a judge. And if there's no balance, that's not who you want to be the judge. And it's black people who are going to be the most people down there in those criminal cases. The majority of the people down there are going to be black. And they voted in these young people who really believe, in prosecuting and getting, criminal-minded people off the streets. As for our school board, that home rule, I do want to hear a complete debate. I think that the worst thing that could happen to this effort is to let Mayor Rawlings lead it. He is not for the little man. He is a predator himself.
Right.
He doesn't believe in transparency of government. He's sneaky. He tries to do everything. There's a lot of little things that the people don't even know are happening down there. He does not believe in democracy, period. He believes in strong arm rule. And then to have the nerve to say, well, I'm going to go back and look at this. When he saw how strongly people reacted towards that home rule. I mean, the people on the street.
But this is a trick.
Yeah. And then he says, well, I'm going to go back and rethink that. And he himself doesn't understand. He himself doesn't understand. He's who we're voting against. It's him, his strong arm tactics. He is his own worst enemy and doesn't realize it. So it doesn't matter about him going back and retreating, and he's going to come back in 2 weeks, because what are we going to do? We're going to be ready for him, aren't we, Reverend Barnett?
Yeah, we sure are.
We're going to be ready.
And you'll be down there speaking. I can hear you hollering right now.
Wait a minute, Reverend Barnett. Did you know that he went way back? I understand now. He's pulled up Pettis Norman. Now, Pettis Norman, I love Pettis Norman. Yes, he did. Pettis Norman, Renee Martinez, and I forgot who the white representative was. Way back in the 70s when we were out there hollering and screaming, Reverend Barnett.
And see, Pettis would never live down. He was against the 14-1.
We had to beat those Negroes down back in the 70s and the 80s.
Sure did.
And this just shows you how desperate Mayor Rawlings is. Well, let me go back and see if I can find some Negroes that can go out there and calm the natives.
So he went and found him some dinosaurs to come back, huh?
Yes, he did.
Some dinosaurs.
And that's not going to happen. But on a serious note, Dick cannot read and Jane cannot write in our public schools.
Right.
I am so embarrassed in House District 110, all of the schools, W. Bushman, J. N. Irvin, all of them, F's, D's and F's in District 110. So we do need to look at changing
I agree with this, because I always point out the fact that you have the two finest high schools in America sitting right there on 8th Street in Otterell Thornton, the two finest in America. But go right down the street to Roosevelt High. You have a low performing school. You see, it's where you really put your values and your money. We can create the district, but one thing about it, if you take away our vote toward that board, although they may be a board full of rascals, you still have the opportunity to control it yourself rather than turn it over to somebody. They can do whatever they want to do, and you'll have no recourse. That's my problem. Well, taxation without representation.
Yeah, and that's one point. That's A, okay? But I want us to listen to them, listen to the debate, and let's hear what they're saying about B, C, D, E, and F, and glean from the good things about the home rule, and then take that same power that we're saying no and start holding the board accountable. Because there's nothing that charter school can do that we can't do if we hold our elected board members accountable.
That's right. And like you said, elected board members. which means we still have a voice. All right, thank you for your call. All right, 972-647-1893. The other callers on the line, just hang on. Let me get my job line in, all right? Like I said, good morning to Mr. Greg Barber. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Marion Barnett.
Fine. How are you this morning?
Doing fine, doing fine.
Are there any jobs out there?
There are awesome jobs out here this morning on our SAT job line. Solutions and Action Today job line, brought to you every Saturday morning during church information and open forum here on Knon 89.3, the voice of the people. This morning on the job line, we have North's Food Group is looking for delivery driver and warehouse personnel. They're asking you to apply Monday to Thursday between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. As for Jessica, they are located at Security Vault Works, 8904 North Royal Lane, Irving, Texas. Once again, that address is it's North Food Group looking for delivery driver and warehouse personnel. You can apply Monday through Friday. Across the street from Security Vault Works, 8904 North Royal Lane, Irving, Texas. English Color and Supplies looking for delivery driver. They're asking you to apply in person, 804 North Grove Road, Richardson, Texas. They will be accepting applications on Wednesday from 8:30 to 2:30 p.m. only. Bring your resume, driver's license, and Social Security card. English Color and Supplies, looking for a delivery driver. The address for application is 804 North Grove Road, Richardson, Texas. Johnson Controls is looking for customer service representative. They're asking you to apply online at www.johnsoncontrols.com. JOHNSONCONTROLS.com. Once again, that web address is www.johnsoncontrols.com. Micro Center is looking for warehouse personnel. They're asking you to apply online at www.microcenter.com. Once again, that web address is www.microcenter.com. New Haven Moving Equipment is looking for warehouse personnel. They're asking you to apply online at www.homeease.adp.com. Once again, that web address is www.homeease.adp.com. If you are a child-loving, patient, energetic individual and would like to work in the daycare setting, the number of inquiry is 972-290-4995. Once again, if you are a child-loving patient and energetic individual and would like to work in the daycare setting, number for inquiry is 972-290-4995. If you are a person affected by addiction and needs assistance with your recovery efforts, or an ex-offender trying to make that transition back to mainstream society and needs assistance with job search, number for inquiry is 214-634-2722. Once again, if you are a person affected by addiction and needs assistance with your recovery efforts, or an ex-offender trying to make their transition back into mainstream society and needs assistance with job searches, the number for inquiry is 214-634-2722. Today is a good day if you're looking for a job to find one. Let me repeat that. Today is a good day if you're looking for a job to find one. If I might wait in just a brief moment on the two subject matters at hand.
Go right ahead.
That is the plastic bag. In every store's merchandise, there is a fee for that bag attached to every item that you buy at that store. You're already paying for that bag.
Right.
When you purchase any item at that store,
that has been counted in.
That's been counted in. This is an extra tax, and might I mind you that the city of Dallas is getting 10% of this on top of that. So, as Greg Barnett said, this is a form of taxation. This is an extra tax that's being levied upon the citizens of Dallas. Don't be fooled. And with the home rule school system, those of you with parents with kids with special needs, these schools have no mandates to accept such students. They have no mandates to provide facilities needed for such students. They can pick and choose who they want. This is walking head first back into separate and not equal. Not equal. Don't be fooled. It wasn't separate but equal. separate and not equal.
All right.
Walking voluntarily back into that. And with that, we bring our SAT job line to a close.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Thank you. Thank all of y'all for listening. Thank all of y'all who are calling, still calling. We're completely out of time. I'm Marion Barnett, your host, Liberty's Producing. I'm the senior pastor of Heavenly Joy Church. We're located at Bruton and Masters in the city of Dallas. Service again at 11 a.m. Sunday school 9:30. Come be a part of it. We'd love to see you there. Come worship the Lord with us. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Coming next is the Union Show, and they got a lot of things, good things to talk about. So may the Lord bless you and keep you. Bye-bye.
KNON 89.3 FM in Dallas and Fort Worth, the voice of the people. Business owners, tell KNON's listeners about your business. You can put your business or event on KNON. KNON currently has space available to run announcements for you. Tell KNON's listeners about your goods, services, nightclub, concert, or event. Help keep the voice of the people on the air while putting your information on the air. KNON's been named the #1 radio station in Dallas by both the Dallas Observer and D Magazine. Put your business with Dallas's #1 station. Call now for more information at 214-828-9500, extension 227, or extension 233. For more information, go to KNON.org and click on the Run Spots on KNON page. It's a great way for your business to support community radio while letting more people know about you.